And again, if core is going to work, then help me. I'm at core. And if the guy ABC could show me he can help KSDI straighten up and get this thing straightened out, I wait to whoever's left. But I believe in that only because I know how big the process is.
And now,
you believe in the co-op?
Yes. You know, I have other certificates, and if you recognize this name, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Black Belt Society. Are you familiar with that? I'm involved in that. But that actually came even before KSDI came out.
oh yes.
When the five brothers made Kaju Campbell, when they made Kaju Campbell, before they made Kaju Campbell, they said, you know what, let's form a society. Let's call it Black Belt Society. Then you start bringing some people. That Black Belt Society turned out to be Kaju Campbell. So Black Belt Society is even older than Kaju Campbell, and COA is right up there. They are part of forming KSDI.
So how long's COA been together?
Several years.
How many?
Several years. I don't know.
It just never been launched out, but it happened. I have letters of when there's the other, because Nanoy has been into waves like surfers.
Right.
He was with me at a high
Why are you
point.
drinking my water?
Oh, I moved it over. No,
Are
I
you
moved.
sure my water?
The shirts? No, yours right there.
Mine's over there?
Yeah.
I just moved it for the picture. I'm taking pictures of the film.
Good plain water right there.
Water right
So is Clarence supposedly the head of the KSDI?
No, he's not.
What is he?
He's trying to.
He
Ask your questions.
acts as he is in the head, but he's not.
Okay.
I don't want to acknowledge his second.
Let me clear a little bit.
Yes, please do.
Clarence was raised by Imperator in a way, because Imperator, I'm talking about Adriano Imperator, married Clarence's mother. Okay, now, Clarence also feels that he's got the power because Uncle Frank had told him in Vegas that he is my successor. But the prince is only a prince till the king gone. So while he's getting that what do you call it, the notion he's a successor, he, I guess, wants to push it. So he's trying to direct people, because his stepfather is a founder. So he feels that way, and you kind of blame him in a way, but then again, he needs to understand all the surrounding and the situation. His father is his father, but his father is my father too. And Corrado is everybody's father. So we should kind of like wait until maybe Uncle Frank leaves us, and then the people will make up their mind more or less. But he has believed that he is, so I don't want to fight him.
Do you believe that when Uncle Frank passes, which is inevitable because it is life and death, that there will be a successor, like the one, such as Grandmaster Clarence Luna? Because I, for one, and I'll put it on video on YouTube, I will never ever kowtow to the one any longer. It's got to be family Ohana, whether it be Ohana, and that's why I say it sounds like COA will be recognizing every family as equal, and we have a voice, but we don't kowtow to one, because I'm through with that. I am Kaju Campbell, period. And I respect the Tampai, you know, the One Hopkins Do, Chuan Fa, Uncle Frank's group, you know, that's the round table here, just right here like we have now. It cannot be successor. So even if when Uncle Frank passes, is that what is a thought that there will be a vote?
I believe,
You know, maybe clarify that for me.
Uncle Frank at one of our elections basically said when he passes, Clarence will be his successor.
I saw it in the video.
That's just the jujitsu side.
Okay.
Not for everything else.
Can I
Yes.
ask something?
Yes.
Why isn't it like we're the Senate, and why can't the Senate vote and pick the successor?
That's a good point.
See, the thing is, our country runs on a Senate. We vote for a president. We let the people vote for the president, right? And then he takes over for 4 years, and then if we want him again for another 4 years, the same thing. Why can't we kind of do the same thing? I mean, all of us, he's a grandmaster, he's a grandmaster, he's a grandmaster, he's a grandmaster, he's a grandmaster. We're going to be a future grandmaster. Why can't we vote as a group and pick the one who we think can lead us, if that's what we want?
Why?
Keep it our Senate.
Why do we need a one?
We don't. I'm just saying.
It's all-
You know what I'm
all
saying?
power.
Why don't we all be the one? All
Well,
vote.
yes,
The
the
majority win.
all
That's what
will
I'm
be the
saying.
one.
Well,
not
just like
one.
the president, he hasn't got any power.
You don't have no power.
He's a
It's the Senate that
figurehead.
has the
He's a
power.
figurehead.
He's a figurehead,
Okay.
that's all it comes down to.
The only thing you do is declare war.
Okay,
That's the only thing you do.
you were saying?
Let me add to him. What he's saying is right and then it's wrong.
Yes,
The reason why
I
I say
agree,
it's right
I
and
know.
wrong is because, the thing is that we cannot vote one man. We have to have a group of people that will feel what's the best thing for all of us. This is why CORE has no president, right?
Yes, I
If we
agree
believe in
on
CORE,
that.
then we shouldn't vote for any one person.
That's what I was
You
saying.
get a group of people and we talk about it, sounds good, let's try it. If it doesn't work, get back on the drawing board again. And one person can relay the message like a speaker. Now, Clarence, what he's doing is that he wants to take over and control everything.
Be the driver of the bus.
If he had a cabinet that we can trust, right? But I don't think one man.
The key word, cabinet trust, is
Well,
absolute.
Are there any bylaws? Because one of the things that we found out with the Tumbai organization was that we ran into this. My instructor wanted to be all-seeing, all-knowing, all-hearing, and Bob was so brilliant about, well, let's lay out the bylaws. And boy, I'm telling you, that changed everything right there. Because now you had a set of rules. We put together this huge couple of seminars to get the trust of the money up. And then my instructor was not allowed to use that money without Bob and I and Jerry and Jay sitting down saying that this is okay. Then he did it without even talking to us. And whether he liked it or not, all hell broke loose. Because we sat down and said, you know, you want us to put out this time, this effort, this work, and these are the bylaws and you're not following. The bylaws could be anything that you gentlemen want to have put together. But I think that if you don't have something like that, you're not going to be able to make it work.
Got to have checks and balances.
You got to, you know, because just like you were saying, you know, with Clarence getting out of control, this is what keeps him in control. Otherwise, you know, he feels he's got a green light to do whatever he wants. He's not responsible. And then what will happen is that groups like mine will just go, the hell with you guys, I want to train. I want to be a good martial artist, so I'm just going to go hide in the mountains till I die.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
What he's saying here is what I believe CORE is doing.
Yeah, it is doing.
What CORE is doing
They have bylaws.
is setting up bylaws. And
But-
any time you have a bylaw, it's good for the goose, good for the gander. So he cannot control. I'll say something here which is under the blanket, which is just coming to me from what I hear.
Right.
Under the blanket. This is what was told to me. What the hell is the money? Where is it going? What is it going? He made a what you call it?
401k.
He made a seminar,
Oh.
right? He made the seminar and he said Sigil, KSDI. I'm KSDI. What the hell money? What they're doing with the money? There is no control. This is why CORE, I believe.
I think he talked to my instructor.
What's that?
I think he talked to my instructor, because that's what happened. That's exactly the same thing
No.
that happened with
Yeah.
us that destroyed the Tumbai Association.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt.
No.
The reason why I interrupt is I'm 72. If I don't say it, I'll forget it.
Right.
Is that an excuse? Is that an excuse? I interrupt you.
Right.
I'm sorry, Jack. I mean, I forgot to do
No, that's okay.
Doug
Everybody
Bailey.
heard you leave me your house. Everybody's already heard it.
Okay, like
Yes.
you said that he's kind of in favor. You said you cannot, really, right?
Right.
We want to do what we can for KSDI. And if 4 means to come in, and this is what the course is doing. Nobody can just go out there and give all kind of ranks. You know, this is not good.
Right.
I'll give you an example. Maybe I shouldn't, but I'm not going to say names. A 5th degree, all of a sudden, within a year, what he became? A grandmaster. Is that fair? Is that right? This guy put out too much money? Is that much influence? If that's the case, I'll carry it down. I'm going to be decision.
Right. Right.
No rules, no bylaws, and it's exactly what he's saying. And that's why I asked him, who's this guy in charge of this? Hey, I'm officially part of this corps, and I don't even know who the president is. But
Right.
it's okay.
Well, you see, that's the key word, president. There is also organizations that have a chairman, and the chairman with the gavel keeps people quiet and says who, but really isn't the leader is the one that, like traffic light, chairman of the board, and that I believe in. But and also a non-voting, some of it's like that, so that the chairman, that the coordinator, and they can be voted in, and they can have different ones, because when you're in that seat, then you got all the roosters pecking on you, then you know, whoa, you know, chairmen may not be so happy.
In my experience with COA, the president, it's not a position of power, it's a position of somebody that's an organizer.
It's a mediator.
Yeah.
He's going to
Mediator,
wait to him
well,
to
like
get
I say,
that
traffic light, stop, go.
How do we make things run? We decide on a tournament, gets people to like tournaments, and kind of keeps people in touch. That's mostly his role. To my knowledge, I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like there's anybody in COA that's a power position that they can do that.
Because we're all tired of it, and we know what we want, and that's what we're actually having. And I came in with the shirt because that's my politics. You know how I work. Already I said, read that. You go, COA. Okay, this is my first COA meeting. Now I can reveal myself.
Absolutely.
That I do it where we come in, have water, talk story, all of a sudden, no one in charge, but hey, I got something to say. Oh, you get some feisty, said, I'm too old right now, I better say something now. That's the same thing I say. I don't have the time. I don't have time to talk, sing, tell stories. I need to tell the truth and get facts. And I asked him questions, and he told me the truth. But now he's listening here, so he'll go home and say, there's more to the truth than just the truth. There is, are you going to be Ohana? And he's cautious because he's a leader, the number one in his clan, with the others to help. So he's taking time, Grandmaster Doug Bailey. I'm taking time because of my dilemma. Like I said, I'm glad that you all feel the way I do. You know, I know now. And I will write down in my memoirs, this is the first official COA meeting. Mainland meets Hawaii. Northwest, mainland Hawaii. Is that not true?
Very true.
So,
I mean, history today.
so, I'm not the sneaky bugger. I am the kind.
Are you taking my picture?
No, my camera's broken.
Because I'm taping you.
Right.
See those three little lights up there?
Right.
Camera.
So this, now, the laughter.
Don't fix it.
Now the laughter.
I'm in trouble.
Now the talk, and now that we feel, this is what I heard when the chiefs landed on the mainland for job and working, and my chief had Ramos, Haluna, I'm just saying names, come over because they're Hawaiian and he wanted to be with family, the bowl of rice, the chopsticks, Ming Lam coming over with the pink box, you know what that is, Cheshubao. Yeah, Cheshubao. And then they start to talk. I think it's Cheshubao, correct? And he bring dim sum, basically. Dim sum. And then we start talking. That's when it got scary for me, because they start talking about back home. You know, right all of a sudden I'm thinking back in the mainland. The tables have been turned for me, right now. I'm saying back home, the mainland, but it was the other way around. That's where I learned my knowledge. That's when I became blood. And the reason I became blood, because my blood was drawn. He put me in the hospital twice, broke my leg and everything else. That's the way it was then. You bleed, you're a true disciple. Now it's starting over again. These two are my future, our future, your future. West and Grandmaster to be, hopefully, and I live long enough. Northwest, or here to get more knowledge, and along with Professor Jimenez to carry on. He needs polish. Typing. I'll take him to spell check.
That's all you need.
So isn't this good? Isn't this what we talked about on the phone? And became your soul brother, you know. So, and if I had more time, we'd go work on your computer, and I could be your Sifu for this computer. See? So.
No, we got to be careful because there's a lot of followers with Clarence. There's a lot of followers there. So we got to be careful.
That's why I need you folks to guide me. Say, watch out, not so heavy foundation, quicksand. That's why I was hoping, and I knew that Uncle Frank's organization have had your own inner turmoils. So when you go through it, then I know you know what I'm saying is true. And I need your support. I actually need your guidance to tell me, like Grandmaster Jerry Scott, oh, he fed a lot of stuff, you know, and I say, yep, we're railroad tracks, iron. We're going in the right direction. We're side by side now, you know, so, and that's why you need to see my papers and all of that. Anything that you might want to ask?
Well, it's like you sort of about the question from 50 to great Grandmaster. See, to me, when that happens like that, it just cheapens an organization, because then it means nothing. If I turn to him and say he's a white belt, I said, money, you're going to be a 50-degree black belt. He said he's cheapened everything, and no one's going to respect him because he's not a true, you know. But like you got to train hard, you deserve your belts. But then if you're a fifth now, since someone comes up, well, you give me $1,000, give me a night, it cheapens everything. See, that's one part of an organization that I wouldn't want to be in. That does that kind of stuff. You know, that's my opinion on that.
Do you know that your lineage and my lineage are connected? That we are connected outside? It's the Gaylord, Vargas, Lopez, just naming names, because Trent Junker, Sifu Trent Junker, that original instructor is Sifu Lopez at the time. He was rated and ranked, but he visited other families and joined your family. So Trent Junker is directly under, and now Professor Lopez, but Professor Lopez is directly under me, and I'm directly under my chief. But now he's part on your tree. So I'm just wanting to let you know that we are cousins and connected that way by the tree, virtually tree. You look for Trent Junker and he's under Jerry Scott, Grandmaster. Right. But I just want to make sure that you're aware of that. Ron Estrella, Sifu Ron Estrella, was now, he joined me at age 14. He had blue belt under me. I threw my student out, Grandmaster Jim Juarez, because I wanted more school. I said, get out of my school and go open your own house. You know, you're sleeping around here. So he went with them. So when you're talking about Ron Estrella, he was born from me. He's of the Vargas clan. If he says any different, I got pictures and blue belts and him jumping around as a junior. But I don't think he would deny me. But I'm just telling you, you need to know that we're connected. And he's going to move up here. Have you met, I believe, is Professor Ron Estrella?
I haven't met him personally.
But you heard of him. You've heard of him.
Yes,
right. Well, he is my student. And then he became my student's student. And then eventually, then he went directly under Grandmaster Gaylord, Great Grandmaster Gaylord. But that's okay to move around. But I'm just letting you know when you meet him that you know his credentials. He's a good hard worker. But What do you know of Seafood Trent Junker? Anything